Welcome to this short video on using Zoom as a training participant with Barod. Let's look at how you join a meeting. We are assuming that you already have a Zoom account. If you don't, please go to zoom.us to sign up for a free account. Let's look at how you join a meeting on a laptop or PC using an ID and passcode, which you may have got in an email from the trainers or from a colleague or from another source. You start by opening Zoom and then seeing this meeting ID and passcode down here. You need to enter it in the join a meeting box. So you can copy and paste or type it directly into there. While that's happening, you can also see where it says Barod, you can change your name to your first name or your username, whatever you want to be known by. Then you copy and paste your passcode here if that's appropriate. We won't always use a passcode, but it is an additional security feature that we sometimes use. Then you can join with or without video, depending on your preference. And as you can see here, you'll be placed into a waiting area. Now this could be because the training hasn't started yet, or it could be that you've tried to join after the training has already started and the host will wait for an appropriate time to let you into the training in a way that won't disrupt someone else talking or the training flow. You can also join directly using an email link, which is slightly easier if you do have one. So if you have received the email link via the trainers, then you just click on the email link and it will take you directly to the Zoom meeting. Again, it may put you into a waiting room if that's appropriate and if that's what's been set up by the trainers. There you go, you're in. Now let's have a look at how you join via a phone or other mobile device. Now you will need to have downloaded the app, which you can get on Android or iOS before you join the meeting. So please make sure you do that in advance. If you're using the link via an email, go into your emails on your phone or tablet, click the link, and it will take you straight into the meeting. If you're using the meeting ID and passcode, you'll need to open the app and then click the join button and then enter in your meeting ID and passcode if appropriate in order to join the meeting. As you can see here, you can also change your name that is visible to the other participants, and you can also connect or disconnect to audio and turn on or off your video for when you join. Now let's look at some of the features we'll use within training. So let's have a look at some of the functions that we'll be using, starting from the left hand side and moving across. So we'll start with the audio. So down the bottom here you see this microphone. If you click it, you can mute and unmute your microphone, really handy for quickly getting involved. You can also change the microphone you're using, change the speakers or headset that you're using, and you can also switch to phone audio should you need to. You can also start and stop your video by easily clicking this button here, and you can choose a virtual background using some of the ones that Zoom has already preset, or by adding your own by clicking this plus button here from your desktop or a cloud storage. And there's some other functions that you might want to look at in your own time. The next thing we'll look at is participants. If you click here, you'll be able to see everybody that is included in this call. Now there's only 2 here, but there may be a lot more on the trainer that you're on. And down the bottom of that box there, you can see a host of functions that you can use. Now this is only if the trainer has said that they are able to monitor these, because you may click this and the trainer may not be able to stop and see that somebody has raised their hand or is asked to go slower or faster. So please only use these if the trainer has said that they're able to monitor those, or they have a co-host that can do that. At the top here, you can also mute and unmute from this box and turn your video on and off as well. You can also rename yourself here if perhaps your name isn't the correct one. This commonly happens if you are sharing a computer with someone else and maybe they've used it for Zoom before and have their own username set up. It'll automatically come up when you join the meeting and you want to add in your own name. It's always really great if you can pop in your own name so that the trainer can identify who you are. The next feature we're going to look at is the chat, and this is a really great feature that we use quite a lot in our training. It allows us to engage with one another as trainers and participants. It allows you to ask questions of the trainer, to start discussions with other group participants, to answer questions posed by the trainer. But it's really important to stress that we have to be professional and appropriate within the chat at all times to make sure that everybody remains comfortable within the Zoom session. So just please bear that in mind. So you access the chat by clicking the chat button at the bottom of your screen, and you can instantly see here that you can send a message to everybody in the group or just to one individual as a private message. You can also upload a file to share with everybody in the group by clicking this file button here and choosing to take something from your computer or from a cloud storage facility that you may be using. You can also show reactions to the trainers by hand claps or thumbs up if you like something that they've said, and if appropriate and allowed by the trainer, you can also share your screen. Perhaps they might ask you to share something that you developed in the breakout room, for example. At the top right hand corner you can see the different views. So you've got speaker view here where you can just see the speaker, and gallery view where you can see everybody within the group, so that could be up to 25 people. And here you can see you can make the Zoom screen a full screen so that you can clearly see everybody and spread the whole screen out. Another useful feature we may use is the whiteboard. It allows you to take part in group discussions either via text or drawings or handwriting, depending on your preference. It's something that we might use in big group discussions or just to get people talking and get things a little bit more visual. The whiteboard function is accessible by going to the top of the screen and clicking annotate. Another feature that we use quite a lot is polling. So we'll ask you questions using the polls, and it's just you tick the box that best answers in the way that you want to. And finally, we're going to look at breakout rooms. Breakout rooms is where we will break the bigger group down into smaller groups or pairs or threes, and your trainer will allocate you a breakout room, and you will automatically be taken to that breakout room when they are initiated. You can see at the top here which breakout room you're in. They're all numbered. And down the bottom here you can ask your trainer for help, ask your trainer to pop in to speak to you in the breakout room. And we can also pose questions as trainers to the breakout room. You might get a message sent to you within the breakout room. It'll pop up, but they do pop up and pop out quite quickly, so do be aware of that. And then you will get a warning when the breakout room is about to close and when you will be sent back into the main session. So that's it for our short video on using Zoom as a training participant with us at Barod. We hope that it was useful, and we look forward to welcoming you on one of our courses very soon.